Think about that person you considered your most trusted partner in life. The one who used to make you tea in the morning, say "I love you" over the phone all day, hold your hand as you slept at night. And then one day, you catch them living a whole different life with someone else, right in front of your eyes. This is Emma's story. After 7 years of marriage and love, she realized her happiness was just a shadow. If you've ever trusted someone, if you've ever put your whole heart into someone, then this story might just shake your soul too. My name's Emma. I'm 34. I married Alex 7 years ago. We loved each other in our own way. We lived in a quiet, green neighborhood where everyone was friendly. Every morning, kites filled the sky, kids played outside, and people waved and said hello. That neighborhood, that home, it all felt like a dream to me. Our life was normal, simple, beautiful, or at least, that's what I thought. 2 years ago, a new neighbor moved in, Nicola. She was divorced, no kids, but super friendly and cheerful. She always had a slight smile on her face, and anyone would quickly become her friend. Alex and I slowly started talking to her. At first, everything seemed casual, normal, but in that normal chat, something was brewing that would change my world. It all started with little signs, ones I didn't pay much attention to then. Alex would go out early to take out the trash. But why so often? And so quickly? We hardly had much trash anyway. One day I asked, "Why so early?" He laughed and said, "Just getting some fresh air." Maybe he meant it. Maybe I wanted to believe him. But then I noticed his eyes often drifted toward Nicola's window, where laughter, talks, and long conversations happened at every step. One morning, while I was in the kitchen, I saw Nicola collecting mail, and Alex talking to her while taking out the trash. They were chatting for a long time, and Nicola laughed, really openly, like old friends reuniting. That day, a strange unease stirred inside me. An unsettling feeling like a stranger was stirring my heart. Day by day, Alex's behavior changed. He started going to the gym. First 3 days a week, then 4, then 5. Bought new clothes, expensive cologne, always using fitness as an excuse. "You're looking good," I said one day. "Just taking care of my health," he replied. But he never invited me to go with him. And the phone was always glued to him. When he put it down, the screen faced down on the table. Sometimes he even took the phone to the bathroom. When I asked, "Who was that?" he'd just say, "A work friend." And every time his face flushed a little, like he was hiding something. Then I started noticing a pattern. Every Tuesday and Friday evening, he said he had to work late. But those were the same nights Nicola's car was parked in his driveway, and lights stayed on in her house late into the night. One time I said, "I'll bring you dinner." He quickly refused. "No, don't come, I'll be home soon." But he wasn't home that night. I secretly watched. Alex's car went straight to Nicola's house, and as he stepped inside, my heart stopped. I waited 2 hours. The living room was dark, no bells, just the sound of my breathing and heartbeat. Finally, he came back. "How was work?" I asked. "Busy?" he answered without looking me in the eyes. But I knew he was lying. I held myself back, said nothing. Now every day the same scene played out. Alex and Nicola talking, laughing, and me quietly watching from the window. They looked at each other like I wasn't even there. We used to be so close. Our bed, our talks, our mornings, all together. Now he sat far away, alone on the sofa, lost in his phone screen. When I tried to touch him, he pulled away saying, feeling a bit warm, his excuses, his words, everything felt like lies. Maybe the neighbors knew all along. One day, a woman from next door said, "We all suspected, but no one said a word." There was that same question in her eyes. Don't you know? And deep down, I knew too, but I didn't want to accept it. Nights became unbearably hard. I often woke up and looked out the window. Nicola's house lit up, voices heard, and my heart breaking again and again. Every night, the same questions. Is he still with her? Does he still love me? Has he forgotten me? And every time, tears filled my eyes. One Saturday morning, I made up my mind. Alex went to the hardware store. 10 minutes later, I looked out the window. His car pulled up and parked right outside Nicola's house. A fire ignited inside me. I stepped outside, crossed the lawn, straight to their door. As I knocked, everything suddenly went silent. The door opened. Nicola stood there, hair messy, wearing Alex's shirt. "Emma," she said, no surprise, no apology. And I just stood there. "Where is he?" I asked. "You know who," she answered. And then Alex came. His face was pale, no answers in his eyes, just shame, fear, and emptiness. "How long?" I asked, reading him like a book. 6 months, he said softly. 6 months. Half a year. So many months of lies. He tried to look into my eyes, but I couldn't look at him. I said, "Pack your things. You can't stay here." He said, "I'm sorry." "Sorry? For what? For what you did? Or for getting caught?" I said, "You stopped choosing me every day. Now I'm choosing me, and I won't let you stay here." He couldn't say a word, just grabbed his bag and left. The first night alone felt empty. Every corner silent, every sound echoed, and I stood there looking out the window. Nicola's house still lit up. Every evening I saw the same picture. Them close, laughing, talking, and a pain in my heart. That kept me awake at night, made me think. But day by day, it got a little easier. Slowly I told myself, this isn't your fault. You didn't betray him. He chose himself, and you deserve a love that chooses you every day. I lifted myself up, thought about a fresh start somewhere else, decided to sell the house, because that place now only brought pain. Today, here I am, alone, but strong. Every day I remind myself, I'm living for me, and there's no one who chooses me every day, who looks at me with love, understands my pain, and stands by me. If you're going through betrayal or broken trust, remember, it's not your fault. Sometimes the hardest truth makes us stronger, and one day you'll thank yourself for facing the truth, choosing yourself, and rebuilding your life. If this story touched your heart, like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Remember, true love never betrays, and you're the strongest person there is.